There we go.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, now that I've had a fairly severe heart attack.
Alright, I'm live. I don't have any viewers at the minute, but I'm live, so just keep that in mind. Did it not boot, or what happened?
It just sat in the BIOS.
No.
Trying to boot for 5 minutes.
Oh my god. I would have panicked too, man.
From the time I sent you the first message saying that I'm booting up now, I had hit the power button, and until 30 seconds ago, it was not booting.
Oh, panic!
Oh my god.
Alright. Yeah.
That's a bad feeling.
Yeah, it definitely is. So, are we going... Let's just go to a random server with Spa on it.
Turn my butt kicker on. I haven't been using it because I've been streaming and it interferes with my mic.
Butt kicker?
Yeah, it doesn't interfere with it like in chat, but it interferes with the stream. My mic sounds buzzy when the butt kicker's on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Spa. Nope, okay.
I assume it had something to do with it being unplugged yesterday, but I unplug it every time I have a storm, and it's never done that before.
So... There is no, like, long practice session.
Not even scrolled away. Usually, here's one with 1,440 minutes left. It's called Lewis Verstappen.
The server name is called Lewis Verstappen?
Lewis Verstappen.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, I found it. Let's connect there. Ooh, the time of day is correct, but the average ambient temperature is not, so this is not gonna match.
Yeah, it'll still give you a...
Oh, there you are. Okay. So, there's a Ferrari in my way. What the fuck is going on here? Why is there a Ferrari in my way, but... Oh. But there's no Ferrari actually... Oh, there he is. So he's parked, but he's, like, crossing the pit lane parked. Interesting. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Do you want to go on board with me for a couple laps real quick, and then we'll go out together? Hello? Oh yeah, I see the Ferrari now. Hello? What happened? Hello? Hello? I'm gonna take an outlet while you figure out what's going on with your audio. I reckon that's what it is. It still shows me talking. Oh boy. I hear you. Think. Yeah. incredible amount of trouble with this board, dude. In terms of the first jab. Ooh! A little bit icy out here. I'm gonna just do an out. Oh wow! I'm just gonna do an outlap, and then I'll do like a 3/4 pace, but I'll commentate on it, just to. Push. You really are fairly close to having this track down. Like, you really are. Ooh, not that. Alright, this is where you're losing your most time, is up here into the bus stop. At the bus stop, you brake just before the rubber. And this, turn in a little bit more, and then now your foot to the floor here. Let the car carry you all the way to the outside edge of that curve. If you're not using all of that curve, you did not get a good exit. Brake at the first braking board or just slightly after. Wait on the throttle until the car rotates. Try to stay off the rumble strip. I know that's unrealistic, but I lose time every time I touch that rumble strip on the exit of turn 1. Yeah, you're doing that well. You're doing that very well. Now, ignore the gearing on the M4 on this straight. You don't use 6. And brake right at the start of this curving. And that's not really it, but brake right at the start of this or after, just a hair after that the curving starts on the left there. Keep it tight up to third, and then I usually go back down to second for no name. And that's not a good example. Pull on. Pull on is pretty hard. Second. Third is technically the correct way to do it, from what I've gathered, but I have trouble getting the car rotated. And third is technically correct there, too. The only thing with taking the exit curve is the drag of that exit curve slows you down a little. Don't necessarily avoid it because you can carry more speed out of the corner. Just kind of experiment with it. I'm gonna try to do one real push lap here. A little high pressure was a little high, but it should be okay. This is just one of those tracks that it always takes a little bit to get up to speed. If I don't race it for a couple weeks, I have to do multiple laps to really get on the page. Here is all about being patient with the power. goes better through no name. For Puon, I actually base it off the curving on the left. This is only going to be a mid 219. Uh-oh. $219.3, 4. No, I'm gonna come in the pit. Oh wow, my pressures were incredibly far off. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, dude. No wonder that wasn't that fast. I was on TC7. What the fuck? Yes, what the why is my setup screwed up? It's not set right. Did I load the wrong? Okay, I will go on board with you now. There is something wrong with my setup. I'm on board. Another thing to practice here is this exit, because it's tricky and you want to carry as much speed as you can. Hitting here. Uh-oh. I need to find my phone. Alright, I may be away for just a second. I need to figure out my phone. Oh, I got it out loud. I'll be right back. Hey. I'm in. Oh, man, idiot. I'm back. What are they doing? Stay here. Stay where you going. Go. Yellow flag accepted. After 20 seconds, scratching at the door. I'm on. I'm here. I'm here. Get the 100. You want to be off the brake a little before so the car can start to rotate in. Yeah. Yeah, you got through there cleanly. The one thing I would recommend is go ahead and get over to the left a little bit quicker, because you kind of had to jerk over to the left, and it could be lag in this view. That's the only thing about watching these laps is sometimes net code is a little bit smooth. At the bottom of this hill for the double apex, go ahead and turn the car in toward the apex. When you brake at the curving, go ahead and turn the car in toward the apex. That way you clip the apex on entry, and then coast through the corner until you really have the car rotated, and then back in the throttle. That way you clip the apex on exit too. You can gain a ton of. Yeah, I think the gearing may be lower in this car, because third gear seems quite a bit more aggressive than it does on the M4, so yeah, third is probably the correct gear for that. Try not to eat so much curb on the right there. The drag slows you down a little bit. It rotates the car. Yeah, it does. It'll slow it down a couple tenths. When you can still use it to rotate the car, but that time you got a little bit too far on it. Too early on the throttle. First corner sets up the whole lap. I'll abort a qualifying lap if I don't have a good first corner here, because it'll ruin the run through Rouge and Radeon all the way up to Le Combe. No. You won't prolong. Maybe not. He saved it. Get a little more aggressively toward the apex through there. Anyway, he read the message, I hope. There you go, off the brake. Just the key there is don't get too hung up on out braking yourself into that corner. Just brake where you're comfortable at, right at the 100-meter board. But get off the brake early enough that the car will rotate through the corner and carry some speed. And you coast until you're... What you really kind of want to do there is coast a little longer than you need to, And then as you run laps, as you practice more, pick up the throttle earlier and earlier. Instead of trying to start where you're picking up the throttle early and having to back out of it, start where you're picking up the throttle too late. That way you get a feel for when the car's really rotated, and then become more aggressive with it. I'm gonna come out of the pit and try to catch you on the start of the lap. Track. My relative is broken or something. Says you're 91 seconds behind me. Or it's not that you're approaching, it's not showing you approaching me. Razer 23 PSI. Yeah, that's me. That's me. You got my tires warmed up. It's funny, I love this track so much, but this is actually probably one of my weaker tracks. Sweet. Oh, I wish I should have backed up and give you a toad. Impede you somehow. That is only a second off my pace. That's good, dude. That's off what I did. I mean, that's. You'll do it on this lap. I lifted into a Radeon for some reason. Jesus! I lost 4/10. I mean, I lifted like 2% throttle, and I lost 4/10. Yeah, I'm catching you guys. Gonna get out of my way. Or we'll both be going back to the pits. It's overtaking practice. That's why I stay out and go after them. Practice dealing with back markers. Mine are still a little high. I adjusted them a minute ago, but they're still maybe not. We'll see. Let's do it. Ooh, that was a good turn one. Oh, I'm losing time up Radeon. You've got the lap down enough now that it's a lot of it is more just about attacking more, just being more aggressive on, you know, it's less about learning the track and. I don't know why I can't take no name in third gear in this car. It's awful. Oh, I forgot to turn the traction control down. Alright. Let's see if we can put in a representative lap. Yeah. Hey, what's the track condition? Is it optimum or fast? Should be fast. I mean, that's a better starting point than getting on the throttle too early. Because it's easier to build up to it than it is to back off. I'm gonna run out of fuel.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. Yellow flag is set to all.
I gotta fix my pressures. God, my pressures are high. Actually, I'm gonna load the column. Probably have to. The quality setup at Spa is phenomenal on the M4. I don't. Now, of course, you don't even have setups for that car. I didn't think about that. They've improved them a lot with the recent ones, like the M4's aggressive preset, really good. Like, I'm rarely much faster with the CDA than I am with the aggressive preset.
He's trying to stay on the track.
That's the case most of the time. I've run into there have been a handful of times where I've preferred the aggressive default, like the M4. It's older. The CDA. Now I haven't tried the CDA. I haven't tried the new version, but when the original CDA 3 setup was older, I was a second slower than I was with the aggressive default. No, it never is. To download Jardier setups, I just haven't done it. For no particular reason, I just haven't done it.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Yeah.
Losing time in sector 2.
Unvalidated. This. The one thing to do though that helps, and it also keeps it from being as boring when you invalidate, is every time you invalidate, finish the lap hard and do something you don't normally do. Experiment with something, because then you got a chance to find something. Try a different gear through a corner. That's what I always like. That's what I'm just doing right now since I invalidated. I went through that second chicane in third to see how it felt. Okay, Micah, get the flip out the way. Gray, gray, gray. Wow, you can tell I haven't played F1 2021. The last time I played F1, that corner was a fourth gear corner. It's been a long one. I haven't really spent a lot of time with that series since 2019. I enjoyed it. I look at fun like I look at Madden or FIFA. Thank you. Do you enjoy football? Okay. Mm-hmm. I am equally as obsessed with football as I am with racing, or not, maybe not equally, but very close to. Boom. It's not a bad idea. Definitely. I don't understand where my pace is. That you on the exit? A bit. Okay, I'm coming by you right now. I don't know if it's because I'm. Go ahead. Yeah, I've already kind of screwed this lap, so I'll let him go.
Slow car ahead.
The German. I hate poo-on in this car. This is probably the track where I enjoy the BMW least. It's incredible through Radeon and Rouge and Radeon. It's stupid easy. Like it requires no skill. But the gearing is so awkward for this track, and it's so loose on exit that yeah, we could do that. Watch me embarrass myself. You must have invalidated. They changed that with the last update. If you go off right at the end of the lap, it invalidates the next. It's like the F1 game. I hate it. I used to do those hot lap competitions on F1. And it was so annoying to go on like a China. The final turn of China is so easy to invalidate. And then it invalidates the next lap. I'm like, oh my god. That's difficult. Hold on, buddy. I can't hear you. What, buddy? You gotta come here. I can't hear you, pal. Oh, okay. I think Henry wanted to come in here. I think you're just blaming it on there. I think Henry wanted to come in. Ah, baby, I'm just messing with you. You can hang out. You just can't be loud, okay? Come on. That's not it. Tell you what I'm gonna do before we leave. Henry, will you turn on the fan for me, buddy? I'm gonna load up the Audi and try it. No, it's not a Revolution Radeon that I didn't like with this car. I don't remember what it is. I gotta set my view. Crap. I drove it for like 5 minutes the other day. I didn't correct the view. Yes. What did you say you were running for front ride height? I did 2 clicks lower on the front, 63 mil. What did you running in front? preset is different than yours. That's odd. What was your default ride height? Yep, LMS Evo 2. My default, hold on, let me reload the aggressive. My default front ride height is 65 mil. Yeah. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Just ignore this. Just ignore me. Pretend I didn't say that. It most certainly is. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Yeah, yeah, it was right. I was being dyslexic. I had a moment of dyslexia. Yeah. That. Ooh. Ooh. The force feedback is very odd. Car. Ooh, ooh, I don't like this. Yeah, third is more usable through there than the. Ooh, this feels exceedingly weird. It feels different from any of them. The front end gets light on turn in, and I don't like that. I may have to adjust the force feedback a little bit. I don't like the force feedback at all. Well, you can set it for a car. This feels very odd. Strangely, I'm getting some frame drops all of a sudden. Yeah, I would assume not. Hey, bro! What was he doing? Okay, Radeon's pretty easy in this car. I don't think it's that I don't like the car. I don't like the force feedback. I think the car's great. I think I just need to adjust the force feedback. When I brake, there's no feeling in the front end. We might want to let me do a couple more laps. We might want to lower the rear ride height a click. That was a pretty aggressive snap. This car's geared very low compared to the M4. It doesn't have the front end grip of the M4. Yeah, I could use some setup changes. I can tell you now after just, my tires are closer to the window and I'm a little bit more used to it. I'm gonna really try to push on this You ran the different, the change that drive has. I remember you talking about it during the race. Too much curve. I ate too much curve there. 1 second. Alright, I'm gonna take a gander at this. I'm gonna go to, I went to minimum front ride height. I'm at 54. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna reset the aggressive default. Alright. I'm gonna go to resetting arrow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the rear where it's at, and I'm gonna lower the front to 56 mil from default. Alright. And pick up TC3 for now. I said I kicked it up to TC3 for now. I'm gonna just start with that and go out and run 2 laps. I've got it on default right now. No! I should have adjusted the force feedback. You know how the Ferrari, when you come too hot into a corner, the steering just goes numb? That's how this feels the whole time. It feels right now like I'm driving purely on... Hold on. I gotta fix this. Controls. 65. It wouldn't hurt to look online and see if anybody's got a guide for it. Well, the one thing I've noticed, and I don't know with Simagic, but with Fanatec, their recommended settings are 100% of the time massively too low. Like undrivably low. But now Simagic maybe the Dude, don't slow down to let me by right there. You. The brakes feel really... I have no setup potential because he's a buffoon. One 157 in this car. I just picked one of the default cars. can't brake. I was like, what happened was. Yeah, this immediately feels better. Now, I kicked the gain up a little bit on the force feedback, and I can feel it a little more. Yeah. And the rear ride height was too high. 65. You pushy thing. I may need to up the camber. Let me get the tires are cold. I don't need to be changing anything until I run it in the window. Most of the comments I've heard seem to be very correct, that it's got a very lazy front end, that it's got tons of grip and it's really forgiving, but that the front end's not aggressive enough. Yeah, the other Audi, the old Audi is a death trap. This one, properly set up, will be faster than the old one. Once people figure it out. It has way better aero. It's a bit like a Ferrari with better brakes. Staying fourth up to Fulan, I didn't realize that. It doesn't run out of gear. It sounds like it's about to, but then it just keeps revving. Like, that was ugly. Fog the car. Yeah, I definitely think the ride height was too high in the rear. Well, lowering the front has the same effect because it's the angle it's the angle of attack that determines, you know, that characteristic. It's not the actual ride height itself; it's the angle of attack that. Hey. Oh wow, that was an ugly lap. I was slower than you.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
I'm down 2/10 after that. What in the world? It's my. What the hell? I lost a ton of time on that lap on the last lap in Radeon. Oh, okay, apparently this car doesn't have a hard rev limiter.
Purple tea cat. Woo 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 woo.
I can't come to terms with the force feedback. Oh, fuck. Keep just like screwing up. I can't feel the car at all. Maybe it's something to do with the DD. I don't know. This is the first time I felt a car that's like this on this sim. I can tell you, this is the slowest I've ever been here. I can take pretty much any other car in the sim and run into low 19s. Beating me. You beating me. You really are. You got me right now, for sure. I don't have any excuses. You're whipping me. Trash control down. It's like when I go to exit, it's like da, 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 instead of taking off. It's like go back to the aggressive default and actually just give it a shot the way it comes out of the box. Oh wow. Going to TC1. Oh, there you are. Oh my god, I can't drive this car. that was me. What?
Yellow flag
Oh
is
my god. I'll wait for you. This feels so sloppy.
slow car.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely wait for you. I'm out of fuel. Alright, let me go back to the garage. Set up. Alright, set up. I passed you, but somebody else must have passed you when I did. Alright, let me... Well, that other setup may have actually been better. It may just be me. It feels like I'm driving on like a G29. The setup, that may have been better. It may just be the fact that I can't feel the car that made me not like it. It may have been, the other setup may be better. Going back to the, huh? I went back to the aggressive default because I haven't run it, out of. Maybe do what you were doing before, and then maybe do it like you had it. And you know what? It may have been something with lowering the ride height because the front end felt positive through the bus stop. I could actually feel it for the first time. I don't know. I could actually feel. I think one of the reasons it's getting light is that the front splitter may be touching under braking, and that may be why it's getting light. No. Oh, bro.
Purple Tea Cat. Hey, are you on mute or not talking?
Yeah, you talking. I can hear you.
Whatever reason. Oh, okay. Now you can hear me. Hello. Well, that sucks. That you haven't heard me at all. The stream haven't been able to hear me at all whatsoever. That is stupid. Okay. Let's lower my microphone. Testing, 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 testing. Okay, can you hear me now, T? Let me know, please. Can you hear me?
Me? Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay, good. So Friday, so when the microphone stopped working for the Discord, it stopped working for my stream as well. Okay. Well, that sucked. I didn't know that. So I'm thinking I need it a little bit more stable.
Purple Tea Cat. Hey,
Yeah,
there
I
you
fixed
are.
my setup issue.
Purple Tea Cat. Hi.
Can you
Hi,
hear
hi.
me?
Yep, I can hear you.
I perfected my setup issue.
Oh, what did you do?
Purple Tea Cat.
Take a look.
LOL. Icker. Was wondering WT.
I thoroughly solved my setup
Purple Tea
issue. It is
Cat.
no more.
I can hear whoever is speaking to you.
Yeah, the guy who's speaking to me is Blake. He's in Florida. He's helping with the setup for tonight. Sorry, Blake, I didn't hear. What did you say that you had done to perfect the?
Just take a look.
Take a look where?
Just on the timings board.
Oh.
My setup issue is solved.
Oh, okay.
Setup issue is no more.
Okay, what did you? Oh, you changed the car. Fuck you. Oh, you fucking. Oh my god.
Setup problems are no more.
Oh my god. Oh, you cheeky. Oh.
Oh, my force feed, dude. Something. Okay, maybe it wasn't the car. There's something wrong with my force feedback.
Yeah, exactly. Don't fucking blame the car.
Yeah, because the M4 suddenly feels super heavy to steer.
Yep.
Purple Tea Cat. Hi, Blake.
So T in the chat is
Purple
saying
Cat.
hi.
Okay, good.
What's up? Uh-oh.
She's saying hi. She's been hearing you all the time and not me, so.
Because his voice changed.
Yep. I turned into a Floridian.
He turned into a redneck.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if there's something wrong with my force feedback or the Audi was so weird to drive that now this feels weird.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go back. And so what I did was I lowered by 3 clicks and then up it by 2 clicks. So
It's wild that it reinstated my fastest lap when I switched back to the M4. I didn't know it would do that.
well, how about we go to Misano?
We may have waited too late.
Oh, you're leaving?
Fairly quickly.
Okay. Let's just stay here and do a few more laps before you have to go then. Okay?
Yeah, switching to the Audi for a little bit was a bad
Purple
call. 'Cause now I
T-Cat.
can drive the M4.
Haha, I was wondering if you had used a voice changer,
Stop going
haha.
with you.
T was wondering if I had used a voice changer. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Surprisingly, TC3 wasn't that great, to be honest. It's too intrusive.
I
think.
was running TC1 and it was still getting in the way.
Yeah. TC2 it works fine for me, so.
I think it's just something I'd have to sit down and spend an hour or two with. It just drives so differently than what I'm used to.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I was 3/10 quicker than you, and then you changed the car. That was your solve. That was your solution to to me beating you.
I fixed the setup.
Yeah, you changed the setup completely.
Issue solved.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the Audi, and I don't know, it feels weird with the M4 still. I tried the M4 yesterday.
Absolutely horrible lap. I was a second and a half faster with the M4. I mean, a terrible lap.
Okay, I'm gonna
putting it in the grass.
I'm gonna go out on track. If I could put it into gear, that would be great.
Got like 1, maybe 2 laps left. I was gonna start getting ready.
Okay. All right.
Good lap in session.
Yeah, it was fun to be on track with you.
Sure.
What did you do?
Just not much went on, but the exit will look on.
Oh, you gave him no room? Is that it?
No, I just went off. No, I almost went off. That guy got out of my way.
Oh, okay.
I just screwed up.
Okay.
I was too quick on the power. See, I told you, dude, you can do it. I mean, it's...
And I spin off right away. Nice. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay with what I'm used to, with the 67 on the rear and 55 on the front. Safer.
It's all about comfort, and you can do it. Like, you're more comfortable with the car. You were faster than me. You know,
I haven't driven, like, it's not that long ago that it was released, so I haven't had a whole, like, months and months and months working, and it's also presets. Like, for me personally, the presets don't usually work that well, so I'm looking forward to when the CDA 3 setups release.
Yeah, that's like I've been telling you. It's like, look, you can do it. It's just getting the laps in and learning, and it's,
yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Is now I know Spa very well. Now it's about pushing, but then then I go to other tracks and I'm like, okay, what am I doing? It's like when you focus on one track so much and then you go to a new track, it's like, oh shit, here we go again. back to zero.
The world has been revolving around Alton Park all week.
Yeah. I tried Alton Park, but I kept braking too hard, braking too not enough, and Alton Park is so punishing. Like, it's not fun to drive anymore. Yeah.
I gotta figure out why my force feedback feels weird ever since I switched to the Audi. That is.
Yeah, I think there's another reason. One you should try is switch the USB port. Could be something happened, like, I don't know. Sometimes it just helps just to unplug and plug it in another port.
I ran the Evo 1 the other day.
Oh yeah?
messing around in VR, trying to get my VR headset working properly in ACC.
Mm-hmm.
And I went 218.8 on my fifth lap with that car. That's what's really odd. That's the slowest I've ever been on this track, or not ever, but since I learned the track, it's the slowest I've been.
What was your lap time? I should have screen
21 something.
I should have screenshotted it. Forever the memory of when I finally beat Blake in the same car. Hold on, let me, because you were 297 off my pace.
Yeah,
so
it won't be on there anymore because I switched. It removes
I know. Yeah, I know, but mine is still there. So 220.755 is my quickest, and then
Mine was like a 221
something.
221.
Yeah, 221 flat something, right?
Something like that. Right at it. I was like 2 tenths lower.
297 indicates 3 tenths, so 3 tenths sounds worse than 2 tenths off. Yeah, I'm gonna take that as a win. To be honest, I'm gonna take that as a win.
Oh, is that you that I no, it wasn't you.
No, I'm still in the pits.
Somebody spun in front of me at the top of Radeon.
Oh, I've used so many tire sets. 6. Let's say 30 liters, 58 there, 57 on the front, 67 on the rear. Maybe I should. Yeah, I lower the front to 55 and then I keep the default rear ride height. I'm gonna test that out.
That's what I did earlier and I really didn't like it.
Yeah, because the responsiveness, the front end is lazy, and that's why you need to raise the rear to get the car to rotate properly. You need to raise the rear. So I think it's actually necessary to put it up to 67, if not higher.
Go higher, but I didn't. I need to sit down and run like 10 laps with the car or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, soon enough there will be CDA 3 setups that I will use those and tweak them.
Yeah, and I will probably give it another drive once the CDA is released.
Yeah. I will get them.
I have a sneaky suspicion that default setup is just garbage.
Yep.
I really do. I kind of wish you had just stuck with the McLaren for this race because you had the CDAs for it, and I bet you'd probably be in the 219s if you were in the McLaren on CDA.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not so sure, honestly, but maybe. But I feel like flip-flopping between two cars is not good, so I'm focusing on the Audi now, and then we'll see. So yeah, I'll be driving the Audi, and it's good to get to grips with the car from the get-go before everyone else is fast with it. Because I think this is the new Aston, to be honest. Like this car is really stable. It doesn't punish you at all. I think we're okay with this. So
The difference is I can run mid-217s with the Aston.
Yeah, well, that's an issue between the wheel and the seat.
That's I don't know if it's just the default is that far off.
Yeah, it could be that the default is way off.
That is stark. I took the McLaren out the other day right after you raced. I took the McLaren out to see if I could maybe work on some changes for you, but then I forgot I didn't have the CDA for it. I went out on the original default. Then my third lap in Spa in the McLaren.
Yeah.
The McLaren's fantastic in Spa. Arguably the fastest car.
Yeah, well, I like to take a car that is not mainstream, like McLaren, the Aston, and I would say maybe the Ferrari as well. Is like so frequently used, is kind of boring. BMW as well, and the M4 is getting really mainstream, which is surprising because it's not that great.
The M4 is probably the most popular.
But it's also because it's new and shiny. New toys always do well, right?
Again, I'll probably try it out again just for shit and stuff.
You should. You definitely should.
That is the most I've not gotten along with the car. I think I can do a 220. I think I can do a low.
I raised your volume and now you're low again, so there's something on your end. Maybe.
I raced a pickup league a little while back, and I ran the Ritter, and I was faster in the Ritter than I was in that car.
I'm scared now that I might not be able to get back to my previous pace because I've been messing around too much.
Just reload the setup if you like, and just start running laps. I'm about to get off. Once I get off, just put in laps.
Yeah. Predicted lap time is 2:21.1, so I'm there or thereabouts.
I'd also like to try to have a different track where it doesn't. You don't have to you just have to learn. You have to really get a rhythm at Aston, at Spa. It's just one of those tracks where it's really not the one to start with a new car.
Yeah, you don't want to test a new car on Spa, to be honest.
You could test a good track to change cars on something older.
Well, I use Brands Hatch as my testing ground.
Probably the track other than Spa that I have to build up too much.
Oh, I invalidated, fuck's sake. But yeah.
Peter Town. My fav track but not tried this car.
Hello Peter, welcome. Yeah. This car is a bit different. It's the difference between the Evo 2 and the Evo 1 is less downforce is coming from the diffuser and the floor, which means that it's less pitch sensitive. It's much more stable, but it's also more draggy because of a beefier wing. So more downforce is coming from the wing. But yeah. But this car is more geared towards customer teams, amateur drivers, that kind of stuff in real life, whereas the Evo 1 is more pro drivers.
Loving the dash.
I like the original Evo. It's just, there are just certain tracks where it's just death.
Do you mean, Peter, do you mean the add-on that I have, the external HUD, or what do you mean? Trying to keep it between the lines there.
Peter Town. The add-on, I assume, LOL.
Oh yeah, of course you can't see the actual dash. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's an external one. which is why I'm recording the screen instead of the game itself. Because if I would only record the game, then it would not show up for you guys on the who's watching the stream. So, but yeah, I prefer this. There's a lot more. I can see the temperature of the tires. I can see the percentage of the tires if they're worn. I can see the damage on the car. There's a lot more. There's a lot more information at my fingertips with this, so I prefer this over the default HUD in the game. I could link it to you if you're interested in using it. It does, however, require you to run the game in windowed mode for it to work. Okay, I'm getting slower here. Getting slower.
Peter Town. The information is cool, yes please.
Blake, I can barely hear you if you're speaking to me. Yeah, I can barely hear you, and I have maxed out your volume on Discord. So, there's nothing I can do on my end.
Is that any better?
There you go, much better.
I said I think the track conditions changed. When we first got on there, the track was really fast, and the sun was going down, and we were coming up something. The time of the day was changing. I noticed it was getting slicker.
Yeah, I'm at least 2/10 off everywhere, so it's like I think what I'm gonna do is adjust for tire pressures for the conditions that we will have for the race tonight. For the rest of this stream, I will just go into a offline practice session.
I think the track had gone away a bit too.
Yeah. So the track conditions that we're going to have is 30% cloud cover. Dynamic weather is disabled, which is nice. 20% average ambient temperature. So
it was like 6 tenths off when I jumped back in the BMW. The track was
definite. Yeah. And it's going to be 2 p.m. in game for the race. So yeah,
I'll jump into the chat here in a minute.
Okay.
I'm about to head to
Yep.
my little boy's event.
Yep, do that. And oh, is that already? Isn't that later?
We have to leave a little bit early. We have to go get some new shin guards for the kids.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
all right, bro. Good luck. And
have a good day, and see you later, man.
Yeah, man. Bye.
Bye. There we go. Blake is gone, unfortunately. Very nice guy. He has to go, unfortunately, but I'm gonna be on for another 45 minutes or so. Then I'm gonna need to rest my leg a little bit. Then we will be back live for the race tonight. So we're gonna go. What was it? Actually, you know what? Let's just load up what I had here. So 56, 65. And then we're gonna practice some pit stops. Because pit stops in this game you can lose or gain 3 seconds. It's a big deal. Maybe I can brake a little bit later for that corner. Get a smoother line through there, maybe. And then this part of the track is flat out. Yeah, this is the outlap, I forget. Peter, do you want me to link the external HUD so you can try it out for yourself? It's very customizable as well, so you can change how the size, what information to get, stuff like that.
Peter Town. Yes, please.
Okay, I will do that. Just gonna do a few laps here. I'll brake myself a little bit. Here we go. Ah! Was a little bit too late on the turn in. There we go, much better line. Maybe a second gear instead of third gear there. Oh shit. Whatever. So let's see. It's called Armamentario. I will just see what is the. So basically, I have all the modules except for time, because the time is already in the HUD. Settings. Right. So if we go to Ontario. If you're interested in using the overlay HUD that I have, then go to that link and you can download it from there. And there's guides on that website as well on how to set it up and everything. A little bit skittish. But yeah, this lap is not going to be great. Because obviously we started
Peter
standstill.
Town. Thank you.
You're welcome. The default in-game HUD does leave a lot to be desired, so I quite like this.
Gulf Coaster 210. Somehow I changed my FFB profile and messed up the degrees of rotation LMAO. Gulf Coaster 210. No wonder it felt weird.
I told you! The problem is between the wheel and the seat. But yeah, good to know that you figured out what the problem was. I hope you give the Audi another chance, because the Audi is not as bad as you're saying it is. But yeah.
Gulf Coaster 210. I was touring the wheel like 45 degrees and it was turning 90 in game.
How did you change profile though? Like, did you push a button or something?
Gulf Coaster 210. Hell if I know.
Okay then. Well, that's a mystery. Alright, so I'm gonna do a practice pit stop.
Gulf Coaster 210. I must have done it when I was alt-tabbing and clicked on something in an FANA Labs.
Yeah, maybe. FANA Labs. It doesn't understand that it's pronounced Fanalabs. Interesting. The text-to-speech, I mean. F-A-N-A Labs. That sounded funny. We might actually we'll do one more lap. Oh, I can't get the car to stop.
Golf Coaster 210. I was on my F1 profile.
Oh. So what do we need to do with the... We need to lower one click, up by one click. The rear right needs a few clicks, and the rear left needs a few clicks down. Where do I see what tire set I have on? Oh, there. Okay. Can't. Okay. Fuck's sake! Can't get the car to turn in without lifting. I didn't want to lift, so.
Golf Coaster 210. I did it one other time in a league race at Brands, and I went to turn in at Hawthorne on lap 1 and went straight. Went from pole to last.
Yep. That happens. Okay. Let's practice the pit stop. Ooh! A little bit too close there. I don't remember what CC is, but I've lost. I think I had 82 CC before, and now I have 79. So I've clearly done something. So yeah, Golf Coaster is the guy you heard before.
Car control.
Okay, well, clearly my car control sucks. Alright, let's see this. So, just before the pit box. Was that too... Oh, yeah, I was too early. I was too early. If I'm that
Golf
close.
Coaster 210. LOL, it always goes down when you are learning a new car or track. Anytime the rear steps out or you lock up, it drops.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get the car control back then. What's the car control based on? Is it just clean amount of clean laps or something, or maybe I've been going off too much? Oh, hoo-hoo, okay. A little bit too aggressive on the throttle. Hey, I'm testing stuff. That's what I was told to do. Coach Blake told me. But yeah, I was a little bit too early on the throttle there. And a little bit lazy on the turn in. Yeah, so I could do second and then third on the exit there.
Peter Town. Car control is living on the edge and controlling the car.
Okay. So pushing and controlling the car, I guess.
Peter Town. Yes.
Well, then let's push. Pretty much every wheel is within window on the tire pressure, so let's do it.
Peter Town. It's a fine line, so you need consistency as well.
Yeah. Consistency is my real issue. I would rather be slow and consistent than fast and inconsistent, you know? Because inconsistency is what loses you a race. I don't want to fight for top 3 if I can't maintain that position.
Agree.
You know. If I'm gonna fight for top 3 positions, I want to know that I'm consistent enough to have a chance at maintaining that position and bringing it home, no matter whether it's a 20-minute race or a 25-minute race or a 45-minute race or a 1-hour race. That should not matter. It's easy to be fast over a 20-minute race. It's a whole different ballgame to be fast over a 1-hour race because there's so much more to manage. Fast meaning consistency, being able to put in consistent laps over a longer period of time. That's the real. I would rather be able to do that and be slightly slower than be much faster but not being able to do it consistently. So for reference, since you're a new viewer probably, my personal best used to be 223. The last week I've gone from 223 to 221 and a half to then 220 and 0.7 just now earlier today. So earlier today I cut another half a second off my personal best around this track. So I've improved by a pretty insane amount in a very short time. But now it's about finding consistency. It's not good enough to be able to put in 221s every now and then. I want to be able to do it lap after lap after lap. I want to be within a couple of tenths of my best lap every single lap. Once I learn that consistency, then I can start pushing for faster lap times again. But for now, I don't really look at being quicker. I look at maintaining that consistency and that speed over a longer stint, which is not really, I'm not there, as you can definitely see. I'm not there. I'm more like hovering, like over a race stint, I'm probably hovering
Peter
around
Town.
what, 221.
I'm trying to do the same. It's hard to get the same lap times all the time.
Yeah, it is. Definitely is. So if you look at a race, I'd probably hover around 221.5, 221.7, into the 222s probably. So even though my fastest lap ever is a 220.7, I'm not replicating that. Like, I can't even replicate it right now. It's obviously track conditions does play a role, but
Peter Town. I have a 2.19 on this track, but I'm around 21s.
yeah, exactly. So you're slightly ahead of me, but same issue, right? So instead of chasing more lap time, you should focus on pushing, like being able to string a let's say 10 laps of consistent 219s.
Yes, but I can't tune.
Oh, you don't do any setup work at all? Do you do 219 on like aggressive preset or?
Peter Town. No, I've got Dave's.
Okay, you got Coach Dave. Okay, yeah. For this card, they haven't released their setups yet. So once they do, I will definitely grab them for this car. But yeah, I only do small tweaks. I don't build a setup from the ground up. I let Coach Dave do the heavy lifting on that one, and then I just tweak slightly for my taste. If I feel something is a little bit too understeery or a little bit too oversteery or something, it's a lot of aero work. It's mostly, I don't do suspension or bump stops or stuff like that. I don't touch that at all. Very basic changes is what I do. It works pretty well, but for right now, I only have the aggressive
I have
preset.
Dave's for this track.
Oh, okay. I have Dave's for all tracks because I subscribed to their subscription service, so I have access to their whole library, which is pretty nice. So whenever you get like a new car or try a different car.
Gulf Coaster 210. You might try opening the diff a click or two.
Okay. Opening, is that increasing or lowering again? I can't remember. It's lowering, right?
Gulf Coaster 210. Will help it turn in better.
Oh, okay.
Gulf Coaster 210. Lowering.
Yeah. Okay. I will try that. My foot is starting to hurt now, so I'm gonna stop streaming shortly, and then I'll be back for the race because I need to rest my foot. Oh, that was messed up. Lost all my time there. Alright, so we needed to lower the tire pressure a little bit on the front. Oh shit!
Peter Town. The CDA3 is live now.
CDA3 is what? Have they released a full package? Or what do you mean?
Peter Town. Yes.
Oh, they have? Hold up. Hold up. Well, I'm gonna dive into the pits on this lap then, and just practice the pit stop one more time.
Peter Town. Subscription only, I think.
Yeah, I have the subscription. They only released two tracks so far, so I would be very surprised if they released setups, like the full setup package already. Maybe they've released more of them, but don't know if they've released the full package. I don't think so. Come on. Oh, I lost a tenth there.
Peter Town. I downloaded it today, so they have.
Okay, that's cool. I will have a look.
Gulf Coaster 210. You should try my super top secret setup trick, LOL.
Yeah, Blake was really funny earlier. He jumped into the Audi and he couldn't beat me. And then he switched car and he said that he changed his setup radically. And that was the thing. He changed the whole freaking car. That's the only way he beat me on the track and in the same car. The solution to the setup problem is change to the BMW M4, right? Oh my god, I lose so much time. Oh, I was supposed to dive into the pits. Never mind, I'm just gonna... There. Oh, fuck, my foot is hurting. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do one lap. If it is as you say, then we shall see.
Peter Town. Is it the R8 EVO?
It's the R8 EVO 2. It's the new EVO that was released just now recently. So if you're saying that it's the older R8 EVO, then yes, those exist. But R8 EVO 2, only Paul Ricard and Zandvoort have been released. Just like I said. So no, it doesn't. They haven't released the rest of the
Gulf Coaster
tracks.
210. We'll run it again tonight with my wheel set up correctly and try to develop real opinion on the new Adui.
Adui. Yep. You should do that. So, alright, let's see if I can have the preview up. Right, so here you can see
Peter Town. Okay, I thought it was the two not used the car. Purple T-Cat. What is wrong with your foot, Marcus?
Oh, it's just hurting. It's not used to the stiff brake pedal on this pedal set. So these two are the only ones which exist for this car right now. That's why I'm using the aggressive preset. So yeah, that's that. Right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna rest a little bit, watch some soccer or football, European soccer, European football, I should say. And then I will be back in a couple of hours again.
Peter Town. Enjoy nice talking.
Yeah, I enjoyed having you here. Welcome back tonight when we're gonna race. There's gonna be a 1 hour race, I think 20-minute quali, 1 hour race tonight at 9 p.m. Central European time, so 8 p.m. UK. So yeah, I will see you then. I will be live then. If you want to, you can set a reminder. There is a live stream event already planned on the channel. So if you want to, you can go there and just click the bell icon to get a notification when I go live again tonight in a few hours time. So I will see you guys then. Have a good rest of your day,